the next question. And first of all, we are discuss the solution. Then said a charge is kept at the central point of the cylindrical region. The edges subtend a half angle theta at a point P shown in the figure. The theta is 30 degree, then the electric flux through the curved surface of the cylinder is phi, and the theta is 60 degree, then the electric flux through the curved surface become phi by root n. The value of n we need to calculate. The case is that there is a kind of charge at the center of this cylinder. The flux is passing through the cylinder in the two way. Like the flux is passing by this disk, and this disk, that is with the like lowercase, the flux is passing by this curved surface. Basically, we know this when there is a disk, there is a center which there is a passing of axis like this, and charge at the capped at the axis of center, some angle is like this, that is theta. The flux passing by this disk, that will be equal to, but that is the q by times of epsilon naught 1 minus of cos theta, 1 minus cos theta basically. That is the flux passing by this disk. There is a two disk, the flux will become two times. Next is the flux passing by this curved surface, that we have to be calculate. One more thing about this, we know this, the flux passing this cylinder, that is with a closed path, so we can apply the Gauss law. According to that, the flux passing by this whole cylinder, that is nothing but that is charge divided by epsilon. We just need to calculate the flux by this curved surface, so it can be written like flux by the total cylinder, that will be equal to the flux by the curved surface plus flux by the disk. Flux by the curved surface become flux by the total minus flux by the disk. Flux by the total is nothing but that is q by epsilon naught minus, and flux by the disk, that will be two times because there is a two disk, times of q by 2 of epsilon divided by 2 times of epsilon naught to 1 minus cos. Just solve this equation, that is nothing by epsilon naught, that 2 will be cut out, minus q by epsilon naught, that is going to pillar value positive, that is by epsilon naught into cos theta. That value will be cut out. Final answer of this third surface will be q by epsilon naught into cos theta. Next, we have to be see there is a two cases when the angle is 30 degree and the angle is 60 degree. In this situation, just need to calculate the flux and then calculate the value of root n. The value of flux by the curved surface in the case 1, that will be when the angle is 60 degree. Okay, sorry, 30 degree. So that value become root p by 2 times of by epsilon naught. The first case, there is a flux that is phi simply. For the second case, flux by this curved surface when the angle is 60 degrees, so that will be become by 2 times of epsilon naught, and that is nothing but that is flux by root n. We need to calculate this n value. Just going to divide these equations, the flux by flux divided by root n, that value will be equal to root by 2 by epsilon naught divided by root, that is q by epsilon naught, and that value all are cut out. The root n be equal to root of 3. So the value of n will be equal to 3. Thank you very much to video. If you like this video for getting understandable, basically watch the video link that is in the description box.